What to pack for a cruise. Hi, my name's Mark Olson, and I've got some great cruise packing tips for you today. I've got a lot of items to get through, so I'm going to go as quickly as I can. But first, I want to share with you a website. It's www.cruisesecretsexposed.com, where you can go there and find some more cruise packing tips and some planning tips and ways to save lots of money on your next cruise. Okay, so let's get started. All right, you want to make sure that you have a good cruise packing list before you go on your cruise. You don't want to forget anything because it's going to be very difficult to find anything in the retail stores on the ship, and you don't want to be spending your first day in port looking for the things that you forgot. Okay, you want to make sure you bring your passports and your boarding pass and all the documents that you need for your cruise. Not every cruise requires a passport, so you need to find out before you go. You want to make sure you bring medical insurance cards, and I would make a copy of your credit card, your passport, and your medical cards, just in case something gets lost or stolen. You have access to the numbers and things like that. It's like a water flavoring. They also make that stuff called Mio. I didn't have any more to show you, but you'll find it in the stores. It's called Mio, and you can put it in your water bottle, and it makes your water taste better because it doesn't really taste that great on the ships. You don't want to forget your camera, of course, and you don't want to forget your batteries to your camera if your camera takes batteries. A lot of them are just charged charger type batteries. So you don't want to forget your cords if you need to charge your batteries to your camera. Some people bring thank you cards, which is kind of a nice idea. You kind of give these, fill these out, and give them to your room steward, and give them to them early on the cruise. Kind of, it's a nice thing to do, and you might get some better service out of it. And some people actually make regional gift bags and give them to the room steward. It's just a nice thing to do, and you might get some better service out of that. Here is a little medical kit with some band-aids and really basic first aid stuff. You want to have something like that in case you get a blister or whatever, so you don't have to go down to the infirmary or be searching for a band-aid. Here's some air freshener. Those rooms are pretty small, so you want to make sure that you have some air freshener. As far as snorkel gear goes, you don't have to bring this. If you're going to go on an excursion that involves snorkeling, they're going to provide that for you. But if you're going to go out into the port by your own and maybe find a beach, you might want to bring your own. Otherwise, they will rent you some snorkel gear on the ship right before you get off. Okay, moving on. Here is a flashlight. A lot of cruises, they don't really lose power, but in case they do, it's good to have a flashlight. Here are some painkillers and some Tums. You're going to be eating all kinds of different foods, more than likely, on this cruise. So you want to make sure you have, just think about what you might need. If you have a hangover or you just have a headache, you want some Advil or Tylenol or something like that. As far as motion sickness goes, this is called Transderm. It's actually a prescription. You have to go to your doctor to get it. This is my wife's, and it's like a patch that goes behind your ear. It helps with equilibrium, which helps to prevent you from getting nauseous on the cruise. I bought this at Walmart. It's called Motion Ease. Same concept. It's like an oil you rub behind your ears, and I didn't even use it, but it apparently works on the same premise as the Transderm. And this is a C-band, and it's actually got a acupressure little plastic note on there that you put these on the inside of your wrist. And through the acupressure, it apparently works. And I do know some people that have used those, and they do work. Don't forget your sunblock and maybe some aloe in case you get sunburn. Don't forget your prescriptions. I take Allegra and Flonase for my allergies, so you don't obviously want to forget your prescriptions. This is some off for bug repellent. If you go on some excursions, you may be in the woods and stuff, so you might want to bring some of that. Because otherwise you'll get bit. This is some travel shampoo and conditioner. They will provide you with that stuff, some shampoo and conditioner and some soap in the cabins, but we all have our preferences as to what we use. So if you want, bring some of that. Let's move over to here. Sandals, obviously bring some good sandals, flip-flops, whatever. You also might want to consider bringing some tennis shoes because certain excursions require you to have tennis shoes, like if you go on a biking trip or a, just certain different excursions, hiking stuff, you have to have tennis shoes. Make sure you bring a hat. It gets pretty windy on deck, so you keep out of the sun. Always bring a good backpack. It's always good just to have a good backpack. This here was one of the best things I brought on my last cruise. It was my little portable docking music stereo system for my iPod and my phone, which is just kind of nice to have your own music in your room. This actually takes batteries too, so I could take it out on my balcony. I'll bring your headphones, and here is it is a surge protector because you don't have a lot of outlets in your room, so you really want to make sure you bring this. And it's actually doesn't take up a lot of room in your suitcase, and it's really handy, and you can plug a lot more things in there. Suitcase. You want to make sure that you put a ribbon on your suitcase, so when you get off the boat, there's going to be like thousands of bags you're going to have to sift through to find your suitcase, and you want to make sure that yours is very easily identified, so it doesn't get stolen, it doesn't get mistaken for someone else's, and you can find it quickly and easily. This thing here on the ground is a hammock that I actually picked up in port on one of my cruises, and I actually put it across my balcony, if you have a balcony, and I was able to kind of go out there and just hang out on my hammock on my balcony. It was really nice. As far as clothes go, you're going to have to bring your typical shorts, t-shirts, all that stuff you want to go out to the casino and clubs at night. But as far as most questions come from the formal nights, and if you have a shirt and tie and some nice pants, you're probably fine. If you want to step it up, wear a suit. Probably can't see that real well, but this is just a suit jacket and some nice pants, or you'll be fine for guys. You just don't want to show up with shorts and a t-shirt on a formal night. If you're going on a 7-day cruise, you're probably going to have 2 formal nights. If it's less than 7 days, probably 1. For women, just to dress. Some people go really, go crazy and get some really nice dresses and things like that, which is nice. You don't have to. And but you can get some really nice pictures of with your significant other on the ship during the formal nights. This thing here is a over-the-door storage organizer, which is kind of a cool tip because you can really fit a lot of different smaller items in this thing. This is a small one. They make these things that are like double the size. You normally put your shoes and stuff in here, but this will hold just a lot of little knickknacks and stuff like that, toiletries, and you can actually bring one of these shower rod. They're like an extender. It's like a pressure rod, and you can put that across your door and use it that way. This is binoculars. I like to look at different things from the ship. There's all kinds of things to look at. There's different ships that pass by and different islands that you'll pass by and you'll be able to see. You want to bring some walkie-talkies if you want to be able to communicate easily with the people in your group. Gum. They don't sell gum on the ships because they don't want it all stuck to the decks and the chairs and everything like that, so I don't blame them. So if you're a gum chewer, bring some gum. This is some portable toilet paper. You never know when you're going to need it, so, if you're out on port and you're by the beach, whatever, there's no bathrooms nearby, you never know, so you might want to consider bringing that. I'm a coffee drinker, and I like my coffee a certain way. I've been drinking the same way for years, so I use this French vanilla powdered stuff, this creamer, so I can have the coffee the way I like it. This here is a paper towel roll holder that you can actually, if you maybe want to keep some keepsakes in like a menu or something, you can roll it up and put it inside there, and maybe keep some of your items that you want to keep nice, maybe your scrapbooker or something like that. You keep things nice and wrinkle-free in there. Here are some snacks that you might want to bring, because there's obviously plenty of food on the cruise, but not a lot of packaged food. And if you go on your excursion or just want to have it in your room, you can bring some snacks, especially if you have kids. And the last item here is just a sticky notepad that, if you want to use this to write notes to your room steward, you can do that. So there you have it. There's a lot of different items that you may or may not have thought about to bring on your next cruise. So if you want to go over to www.cruisesecretsexposed.com, you'll be able to find some more information about how to plan for your cruise and how to get some really good savings there. So go on over to that website now, and I hope you have a great time on your next cruise.